There was a time when Roblox simulators ruled the platform. Every week, a new simulator would rise to the front page, bringing in millions of players. But today, the genre that once dominated Roblox has nearly vanished. This is the fall of Roblox simulators. To understand the fall of Roblox simulators, we first need to go back to their golden age. Around 2016 to 2019, simulators weren't just popular, they were Roblox. The formula was simple but addictive. Collect coins, upgrade your tools, unlock new areas, and most importantly, rebirth. Each new simulator promised bigger numbers, crazier upgrades, and more pets to collect. Titles like Mining Simulator, Bee Swarm Simulator, Weightlifting Simulator, and Pet Simulator didn't just appear on the front page, they dominated it. For years, these games pulled in millions of players, shaping an entire era of Roblox gameplay. So what made simulators so addictive? And why did players eventually move on? At their core, simulators were built on three key mechanics. The answer was simple. They made progress feel endless. Every click, every coin, every upgrade gave players a small burst of satisfaction. And just when you thought you'd reached the end, the rebirth button appeared. Rebirthing reset your progress but made you stronger with each reset. Suddenly, the grind didn't feel repetitive. It felt like a fresh start with bigger rewards waiting ahead. With simple mechanics, endless progression, and constant rewards, simulators created a perfect loop of addiction. But as more and more developers caught on to the formula, the genre's biggest strength would also become its biggest weakness. And that's where the cracks in simulators began to show. After years at the top, Roblox simulators began to show cracks. At first it was subtle, a player here, a player there, leaving a simulator for something newer. But as more and more developers copied the same formulas, the genre became oversaturated. By 2020, Roblox was changing. The games that had once dominated the platform, Pet Simulator, Bee Swarm Simulator, Weightlifting, began to feel repetitive. Players were hungry for something new. For a time, simulators were still popular, but their grip on the front page weakened. Players were exploring new worlds, leveling up in ways that felt fresh, and competing in entirely new ways. And then came a new breed of games, brain rot simulators like Grow a Garden. These titles didn't just compete, they stole the audience. With absurd multipliers, endless stacking mechanics, and relentless progression loops, they captured the players who craved numbers over adventure. Suddenly, the familiar loop of rebirths, coins, and pets wasn't enough. Even simulators that had survived the first wave of genre fatigue now faced a new problem. Brain rot mechanics were faster, flashier, and more addictive. Players jumped from piggy to anime games to Grow a Garden, leaving older simulators behind. As brain rot simulators like Grow a Garden took over Roblox, some of the old guard tried to fight back. Developers who had once dominated the front page, like Preston of Pet Simulator, tried to adapt, creating new games with flashy mechanics, insane multipliers, and brain rot loops designed to lure players back. At first, it seemed promising. The idea was simple. Combine the trusted simulator formula with the addictive chaos of brain rot gameplay. But execution proved difficult. These games often felt rushed, unbalanced, or just off. They lacked the polish of the originals and the sheer spectacle of the new wave. This was a turning point. It became clear that the golden age formulas weren't enough anymore. Brain rot had changed the rules. Simulators could no longer rely on their reputation or old mechanics. They had to compete with a new, relentless standard of extreme progression and RNG chaos. The veterans tried to adapt, but the wave of brain rot games was unstoppable, leaving the classic simulators behind. Simulators once ruled Roblox. They brought millions of players together, creating worlds of endless grinding, pets, and progression. But time moves quickly on the platform. The golden age may be gone, but Roblox simulators left a mark that will never fade. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe as it supports the channel, and peace.